Hello. I'm recording in a new place today, so if this is very echoey, then I'm terribly sorry. I tried fixing it, but I don't think I fixed it. A couple of days ago, I made a video about asking people to send me their problems, their questions, and I would give them my opinion and try to help them out with their life, basically. Recently, I also got a PM from someone talking about suicide, and the comment in question also mentioned suicide, so I am going to make a statement on my opinions on suicide, because I don't feel like I'm qualified to tell someone what to do with their life when it comes to something as big as their life. So all I can do is really give you my opinion on my life. Because I've been there. I've been depressed. I took antidepressants. I've been thinking about suicide and very down in the slumps. However, I got through it because I'm here today, and therefore I can give you some opinions on it at least. Obviously, everyone's different. My old boss had a 17-year-old, I think, boy who died. Her son died, and she couldn't stop bringing it up in conversations, even though it happened like decades ago. I once said something like, "Oh, what's the worst thing that can happen?" And she responded with, "Your son can die." And it's like, she taught me one thing, and that is that under every roof there's problems. Like, everyone has their own problems. Nobody's always happy. Everyone's had problems with cancer or problems with depression, or someone they know has problems with it and they had to deal with it some way. So as soon as you realize that, it somehow gets easier because you're not alone and all that crap. The person in question in the comment said that he had a friend who left him, like stopped being friends with him, and because of that he got really upset and he got depressed and he got angry at the world, and he took it out on himself and the world, and also a kitchen wall with a knife apparently, and now he's thinking about suicide, and that's a horrible thing. It's not horrible that you get in that situation. I'm not blaming anyone for being depressed. However, it's a horrible thing to think about killing yourself. Not because life is precious or anything like that. I really don't like the Disney logic of, just keep trying. There's a happy ending in there somewhere. I don't remember who it is. I think I messed this quote up before. It's a stand-up comedian who said that life isn't for everyone. And that is true. Some people don't want to live, and there is very little reason for them to live. However, there's always someone worse off than you. So how do you decide that, I should die, but nobody else should, and all that stuff? Suicide is a very difficult thing to talk about. It's simply because of the fact that some people honestly want to die, and it's like, who am I to tell them that you don't, you want to live? Like, yes, life gets easier, yes, you will get back up, but I understand the feelings you're feeling. The mail I got mentioned suicide as well. They said that they had a friend who was very violent, and pretty sure he said that he was using that friend as a canary. You know how to use canaries in tunnels when they were digging them, because if the canary died, that meant that there was like gases or like there's not enough air or whatever. So they used that canary to see when it was time to get out, because the canary always died first. And he was using his friend as a canary to see how far down the drain he went before he decided what to do with his own life, basically. And here's the thing. You can't base your life on anyone but yourself. You have to yourself decide what you want from life and what level of happiness you want to have. I've known people who have had everything and they're still unhappy because they chose to think that their happiness level had to be up here when it actually could have been wherever the hell they wanted it to be. Like they had a partner but wasn't good enough. Then when they got another partner, it wasn't good enough because that partner wasn't as good as the other partner, even though they hated that one. And it's like, then why did you leave and why are you unhappy? The thing about depression is that you can't choose to not be depressed. It happens, you can't help it. However, you can choose to aim for something and put a goal that you actually can reach. And if you do good stuff and make yourself feel good about stuff you do, for example, I want to have a job. Right now I'm out of a job. I had a job, but then we moved and stuff happened. And I've been going around at home for, I don't know, maybe 6 months. And it's driving me crazy. I don't like not having a job. I want to feel like I'm used for something. I want to feel useful. And I actually am feeling more and more depressed knowing that I'm not useful. I mean, if I asked someone or told someone about that, they would obviously say, no, you are useful. I mean, you make these videos, you make your girlfriend happy, you clean the house. Like anything you do is useful. But I have this part of me that just drags me down. That part that everyone has. So, what do you do about it? Well, if I don't have a job right now, I just have to put other goals on myself, I guess. Something to make myself feel good. Make more videos. Clean the house more. Fix that shelf that I'm thinking about doing and so on. Put up curtains because we haven't yet. So the guy asked, should I take anger management lessons or whatever, classes or whatever you'd call those. And, well, if you have problems handling your anger, then sure, because that's the kind of the point, isn't it? Like if you're knifing a wall because you're angry, think about the fact that you could not be doing that. You could use that anger for something good. Or you could just turn it into something good. You can, instead of feeling angry about losing a friend, you could try gaining another. As difficult as that is, especially for an Aspie. I said this once before. When I first started getting my depression, I went to a doctor. Like, not a psychologist, I went to a doctor, and he literally said, pull yourself up. Like, that was his advice. Stop being upset, kind of thing. And that made me really angry, because you can't do that. However, as I've grown older, I realized that the only one who can stop your depression or your anger is yourself. Like, what do you want me to do about it? I'm just some dude. I know that sounds like I'm dismissing him or anything, but no, I just mean literally, what do you want me to do about it? I can't actually do anything. My opinion is you should pull yourself up. However, it's not as easy as it sounds. It's a difficult and long journey of self-finding and crying. Here's the thing, if you feel like your life is out of control and you can't take care of yourself, if you're worried that you might hurt someone, or if you know someone who's depressed and you're worried that they might hurt someone, like someone who is acting dangerous, or you're worried that they might kill themselves, or that you're worried that you might kill yourself, there is help for that. Professional help. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. I got help from it. I took pills. I hated the pills. I don't know if the pills helped, but I know that the psychologists and the fact that I was trying to help myself helped. If you truly want to help yourself feel better and feel positive again, you should try to feel better and feel positive again. Talk to a psychologist, try medication if you need to, or hell, even get put in a home. If that's what it takes, that's what you're gonna have to do. Because what's the alternative? Just rolling over and dying? The thing is that there's good stuff in life. You don't have to roll over and die. I'm not saying that there's always a happy ever after, but goddamn, like, if I died, I would miss candy and hugs and taking a warm shower and doing that thing where you let the warm shower water hit the back of your head and you're like, oh, it feels like I'm getting a scalp massage. And I would miss Catarina, and I would miss thinking about my dog who died 2 years ago. I would miss video games. I would miss cooking for people, making them happy. There's loads of things in life that is way better than just feeling bad about yourself. And that's my honest opinion. I know it sounds kind of condescending because, well, it intrinsically does. Is that the right use of that word? Whatever. But that's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. So, if you like this video and you're not too depressed, then press the thumbs up button because it helps my videos grow. And I guess next video I make will be about some Aspie subject because my previous videos have not really been at Aspie. This video, this guy in this comment has Asperger's, but that has nothing to do with any violence or anger or depression. Like, Asperger's is not something that causes any of that. It's just something that is on top of it. Like, you could be blonde. That doesn't mean he's depressed because of his blondness. So, just wanted to point it out. So anyway, goodbye, and click the like button and stuff. Bye. Also, give me an opinion on this audio setup, because I don't know if it's good or not. Bye.
Flamengo, minha paixão, Mengão, minha paixão, vai campeão.